everyone and welcome back to another lesson. So it is Friday today, so we are going to do some arts and crafts. Now I know all the children in my class love doing arts and crafts and they always ask me, Miss Rowney, when can we do arts? So I thought, why not do it on the Friday after you've all worked so hard all week. So in today's lesson, I would like us to recreate this here. I thought this was quite a cool idea and it gives us the chance to just doodle. So for this lesson, you can do this with just the bare minimum. So I'm going to be doing it with different coloured pieces of paper, but if you have only got white paper, then it is absolutely fine. There is a way to do this at home with just white paper. If you have just got white paper, you will need to have your hand. If you are going to do it the way that I'm doing it, you will need a pair of scissors. And you will need a black pen. It doesn't really matter what type of black pen, you will just need a black pen. In front of me I've got two pieces of coloured paper. I have got my black pen and I have got my scissors here. So like I said, I am going to be doing it with two different pieces of paper. But if you haven't got two different coloured pieces of paper and you've got a white piece of paper, it is fine. I will explain how to do it. It's really simple. You might just need to find yourself two different coloured pencils. So how we're going to start this off. So this colour here, the red, is going to be my background and the blue is going to be the colour of my hand. So I'm going to start off by just drawing with my black pen all the way around my hand. I'm going to spread my fingers out so that I've got a gap in between. Try not to keep your fingers too close together, otherwise you won't be able to get the pen in between. So spread those fingers out and then we're going to draw right from the bottom of the page, from our wrist, and we're going to draw up and now take your time doing this because you want it to be as neat as possible. And there we go, I've drawn all the way around my hand. Oh, and I've got pen all over my fingers as well. The next part, we are going to cut around our hand. If you have got your white piece of paper, just draw the hand on the white piece of paper and then you're not going to cut it out. You're just going to shade in your hand one colour. So shade in your hand one colour and then colour in the background a different colour. Okay, so that's if you've got your white paper, colour in your hand one colour and the background another colour. If you've got your white paper, you are not going to do the next bit. So you're not going to cut out your hand. Okay? However, if you have got two different coloured pieces of paper, you are going to cut around your hand and then we are going to stick it onto our different coloured paper. Now remember when you're cutting to cut really neatly around your hand. There's no rush at all. And there we go, we've got our hand here, so I've cut it out. If you are doing the white piece of paper version, you should just have by now a hand on your piece of paper. The hand should be coloured in one colour and the background should be coloured in a different colour. If you are doing it with two pieces of different coloured paper like me, it is now time. Oh, I forgot to mention we need a glue stick, didn't I? You will need a glue stick as well, or some glue. Here we go, luckily I have got some in the drawer next to me. So now we need to stick on our hand to the background. So make sure we stick down all of the fingers, all of the wrist, because we don't want them curling up later when we are doing our doodling. So really careful. Oh, maybe don't do it on your... There we go. Lots of glue, making sure it's going to be stuck down nice and firmly. Then we're just going to line it up with the bottom of our different coloured piece of paper. We're going to stick it on and push down the fingers. There we are, look at that. Okay, so it should look like this. The next stage, we are just going to draw some squiggly lines on it. Watch how I'm doing this. This is for everybody. So if you've got white paper or if you've got the 2 different coloured pieces of paper, this is for everybody. I suggest maybe just watching me do it first though, so you know exactly what it should look like. So I'm going to do about my little finger's gap between the lines. So squiggly line, and we're going to go up diagonally. Squiggly line. Squiggly line. And then we're going to go up from the other corner now. So we're creating like a cross hatch. There we go. And we're creating these little sections, okay, because that's going to be what we're going to doodle in. There we go. Nearly there. Fantastic. So yours should look like this too. You should have little sections that we're going to do different bits of doodling in. And now it is time to doodle. So if you would like to look at the example that I gave you, I'll just move this across. If you would like to look at the example that I gave you at the start, I will put it here for you. But if you would like to just do your own, that's absolutely fine. So we're just going to do some little designs in the sections now to make it look like the example. So I'm going to start off by doing some crosses. Okay, so I'm just going to talk to you here. For the hand, if you've got a section of blue in a red section or whatever colours you have got, just remember pattern in the hand needs to be different to the background so that it really stands out. So for example, I've got crosses in this section here, and then on the finger I've done dots. Can you see that? And then, for example, then in this section here, I might do some curved lines. But I'm not going to draw over the finger, okay? Because I'm going to treat that as a different section so that it really, really stands out. Now I'm just getting some ideas of the example that I gave you for patterns because I find it quite hard to think of different patterns to do. Okay, so can you see how that's really, really standing out? So I'm going to fill out my whole piece of work. You can feel free to watch me do it. I'm going to speed it up so it goes really fast. Okay, so there we go, there is my finished product. If you would like to send me a picture of yours, please feel free to do so. I'd love to see them. I'm sure you've all made a masterpiece. If you would like to show your siblings or parents how to do this and how you created your masterpiece, I am sure they would love to see it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next week for another week of lessons.